Never leave your cat home alone without doing this. Most owners choose to ignore the reality of the situation. Do you think leaving your cat home alone is normal? You couldn't be more wrong. You are destroying their mental world with your self-righteous indifference. Many believe cats are aloof, or they just spend days staring into space. The reality is exactly the opposite. Scientific research proves cats depend on owners far more than you imagine. They establish stable emotional bonds with you. When you are home, their breathing and heart rates are steadier. But the moment you leave, their internal stress levels skyrocket. Many say, "My cat looks fine. Isn't he just lying there?" That is precisely the issue. As a species, cats are exceptionally good at hiding pain. In the wild, exposing weakness is a death sentence. So, while you think your cat is fine, it is a forced disguise. Psychological trauma from isolation doesn't explode instantly. It manifests as inappropriate urination, hunger strikes, or depression. Today, let's make things perfectly clear. Every time you leave your cat, you must execute these 5 actions. Especially the last one, a mistake countless owners make every day. Stick to a strict routine. Never assume cats are easygoing or that they go with the flow. Cats are essentially the embodiment of a precision biological clock. Wake times, feeding times, and departure times are life anchors. These mundane things maintain your cat's sense of security. Once these anchors are stable, their world becomes predictable. The moment these anchors shift, it means a collapse of their framework. Uncertainty does not trigger curiosity. It triggers a rapid secretion of cortisol. The time you leave and return is more important than you realize. Try to maintain a fixed schedule. Follow the same sequence of actions before leaving every day. Keep feeding times consistent, even on weekends. For a cat, this predictability is the foundation of their security. You must clean the litter box before leaving. This sounds like a no-brainer, but it is the step most owners skip. Many people see 2 or 3 clumps in the box and think it can wait until they get back. If you do this long-term, you are gambling with your cat's mental health. Cats are, by nature, extremely fastidious animals regarding their elimination environment. A soiled litter box becomes intolerable to the cat within just a few hours after you leave. For a cat trapped in a closed environment, anxiety rises exponentially with every hour you are away. This long-term holding of urine and intense stress can directly trigger feline idiopathic cystitis. It can also cause your cat to urinate on bedsheets, sofas, or in corners. That isn't revenge, it is a sign that your cat has been pushed to a breaking point. If you are leaving for an extended period, cleaning every litter box must be a top priority. If you are staying out overnight, you must arrange for someone to clean it daily. This is not a small matter. It is a direct, low-cost, and high-return stress reduction measure. Point 3. Open the curtains and activate the territory. Many owners habitually close all the curtains before leaving, keeping the house dark and quiet. But for a cat, a dim and static environment is very close to sensory deprivation. A cat's brain is naturally designed to capture movement and change. If they face nothing but static furniture and walls, it is a form of mental poverty and torture. The simplest solution is to leave at least one window with a good view unobstructed. Let the sunlight in and allow them to observe swaying trees, birds, and cars. In behaviorism, this is called passive enrichment. This external stimulation keeps a cat's attention and reduces the likelihood of them fixating on your absence. You can also activate the territory by leaving out a new cardboard box or a crinkly paper bag. Hide treats in 2 or 3 new spots, which creates a new map worth exploring. A cat busily exploring its environment usually doesn't have the energy to fall into anxiety. Point 4. Stop relying on static toys. Many owners throw plush mice and plastic balls on the floor, thinking they have provided entertainment. When they return at night, the toys haven't even moved. This isn't because the cat is lazy. It is because a cat's brain doesn't view static objects as prey. If an object shows no signs of life, it is simply categorized as furniture in the cat's mind. Effective enrichment isn't about piling up toys. It is about simulating a hunting sequence. For example, you should use food dispensing puzzle toys. Put part of their daily ration inside, so they have to bat it, roll it, and think to get the food out. This allows the cat to complete a hunting loop, close to their natural state within the home. Another example is a lick mat. Smear a bit of wet food or meat puree on it. A cat will often spend a long time licking it, and the act of licking itself helps relieve tension. A crucial detail: do not use the same enrichment tools every day. You need to rotate them. If they play with the same thing for many days, their interest will plummet. Cats, like humans, get bored with repetitive tasks and they just stop caring. Consistent novelty is the key to maintaining healthy curiosity, a vital indicator of a stable state. Point 5. Never pile all the food at once just to save yourself some trouble. This is the most critical, and honestly, the most frequently ignored point of all. When going away for a weekend, many people fill a bowl for 3 days, thinking they are covered. This practice actually hides two very serious problems, and neither one is good. The first is anxiety-induced binge eating. In the lonely environment, cats eat because they are stressed. When faced with an unlimited supply, they may eat far beyond their stomach's capacity. This leads to indigestion, severe vomiting, and in serious cases, acute gastrointestinal issues. The second problem is picky eating, where the cat basically chooses to starve instead. Many sensitive cats will refuse food that has been sitting out in the air for too long. After a few hours, the scent and texture of the kibble degrade and it becomes stale. A cat already anxious from your absence may lose interest entirely in this stale food. Once a cat stops eating, they are prone to dangerous metabolic issues like fatty liver disease. But the deeper issue is the order of the schedule and their sense of security. A cat's cortisol rhythms are built strictly around fixed, predictable feeding times. Fresh food appearing at a precise hour is a repeated confirmation that their life is normal. It is a silent promise that the order hasn't collapsed, and the owner will eventually return. If the usual sacred feeding moment passes and no food appears, their mental balance spirals. That precision psychological balance can easily spiral out of control, resulting in massive stress. Therefore, if you are away, an automatic timed feeder is not a luxury, it is a requirement. It is the key tool for maintaining your cat's core routine while you are gone. Owners who switch to automatic feeders notice a dramatic, and honestly surprising, improvement in behavior. The cats stop the frantic nighttime zoomies, stop scratching doors, and stop howling before meals. Their overall mood just becomes significantly calmer, and frankly, much more docile. It's not that the feeder has magic, it's that it makes the cat's most important life anchor reliable again. Of course, if you are away for more than 24 hours, do not imagine that a cat can be entirely self-sufficient. Just because you have a feeder and a camera, you must find a trusted person to visit at least twice a day. The significance of these visits isn't just about water and scooping. It is about providing a living human presence to spend time with them, pet them, and play with them. For the vast majority of house cats, being in absolute isolation without human contact is devastatingly stressful. The more aloof they appear on the surface, the more it might indicate that you have misjudged their needs. Ultimately, your cat is never indifferent to your departure. They are constantly observing the patterns you keep and quietly enduring the stress caused when you break them. None of the 5 things mentioned today require a fortune or massive effort. But together, they determine whether your cat is spending its lonely hours in anxiety and pain, or if they are truly resting in peace and comfort.